Welcome back to the Gear Freak, everyone. Charlie Bravo here. So today we're going to take a look at this. This is a tactical light from First Light USA, and quite frankly, First Light, I think they took the rule book on tactical lights, they threw it out, and they started over, and they've come up with a very unique and pretty innovative product, if you ask me. So this is the Torq NV, and there are 4 flashlights actually in the Torq line. They have the Torq LE, the Torq Med, and then the Torq NV. They're all a variety of prices. The Torq is more of a civilian model. It's $100. The Torq LE specifically for law enforcement is $110. The Torq Med is $135, and the Torq NV is $143. This one actually comes as a kit, and what you actually get this mount, and this hooks to your MOLLE gear. So this one's more for police, military, things like that. And it hooks to your MOLLE webbing on, say, your plate carrier or a tactical vest or something like that. Okay, it locks into place, and then you have a mount. Okay, and this has the opposite key or the section that will lock into place right on there, and then you can actually swivel the head on the flashlight to get it directed wherever you want. You want to pop that off of there, and it pops right off. And what that does, what this mount on the light is, it's a side panel actually on the flashlight that are removable, and you can change them out. And I can change it out, and I have a little belt clip as well that it'll hook into MOLLE webbing, and it would actually have it mounted more upright instead. And it's pretty sturdy. It seems like it's pretty solid. It's not going to be as solid as this mount, however. But if you want to mount it and just clip it to your belt, you'd want to use this little belt clip. Pretty cool, I think. And there's a bunch of features. This is actually my 3rd take on this video, and it was so long talking about all the features that we're probably going to just kind of summarize those things instead of getting into all the different modes and the settings and things like that, because there is a ton of stuff with this light. And it has a lot of, like I said, really well thought out features. So we have the MOLLE clip, we have a belt clip. The light itself, it's 155 lumens, so it's pretty bright. It has some settings on there. On the lowest setting, on the dimmest setting, it will last 10 hours. Now here's the big thing for me. That's 10 hours on 2 AA batteries. Yes, I said it, AA batteries. This doesn't take those CR123 batteries. This is AA's. I think that's awesome. That is amazing for me. That's a selling point by itself. Let me tell you a story real quick. So the first tactical flashlight that I ever owned was, honestly, I don't even know what model it was. It was mid to late 90s. I lived in Europe at the time, and it was a Surefire. Okay, one of the first Surefires. I don't even know if it had the number of lumens, because they didn't really keep track of that sort of thing then. But it was a bright light, but it was an incandescent bulb, okay, not an LED. They didn't really have much in the way of LED bulbs then, at least not like they do now, where almost all of them are LED. That light would burn through 2 CR123 batteries in about an hour. And 45 minutes into it, you could tell, okay, that it was starting to get dimmer and dimmer, and then finally it would just crap out after an hour. So the fact is, those batteries are more expensive than AA's. I mean, they're getting better. At that time in the 90s, living in Europe, I was on a mission somewhere, I don't even know which country I was in at that time, but I had to buy some new batteries for it. For one, I had to find somewhere. I had to find a photography supply store, because you couldn't just buy them anywhere, right? Well, for one, it's Europe. You can't find a Walmart or anything like that. But also, they were, at the time, a specialty battery. I finally found a place. Those batteries cost me the equivalent of about 12 bucks each in American money. And while they are a lot cheaper now, AA's are still even cheaper than that. Those batteries, those 123 batteries, you can find them at Walmart and a couple other places. But I can find AA's everywhere. I go to Walgreens or something like that, I can find AA's. I go to a gas station, I can find AA's. Pretty much if they sell batteries, they're going to have AA batteries. So I think that is probably the biggest thing about this light that I absolutely love. Now we're going to get into the likes and dislikes here in a minute. But let me tell you a few more things about it. The head on it rotates 320 degrees. So it's not going to free spin or anything like that, but it has a lot of adjustment to it. It doesn't have any up and down necessarily. Obviously, that's going to be on you, or you turn it to the side and you get the up and down motion. This is ANSI rated light as well. So ANSI, you're talking about standards and things like that. They have an FL1 rating, which tells us as customers that there's certain things that have been tested by an outside agency, not just the company. They're testing the claims of the company to make sure that we're getting our money's worth. We're actually getting what the advertiser is telling us we're getting. I think that's pretty cool because it really gives us a peace of mind that we're getting something that's been evaluated not just by the company but by an outside agency. Now the weight on this, it's 4.4 ounces, and it has this little ring on it, okay, this finger ring, which is pretty cool. It's also rated for 1 meter of waterproof, okay, so you can go 1 meter down and it will remain airtight. Now I get the feeling you could go a little bit deeper than that, it'd be okay, but that's an ANSI rating, and that's what they will guarantee, that meter, and it will be waterproof. So pretty cool. Now it has white light, okay, so we have a momentary on, we have a constant on, and we have a bunch of different settings. There's 3 brightness settings for that white light. We also have different colored lenses, okay, so we have a red, we have a green, and a blue light, and all of those as well will have different brightness settings. It's got a strobe feature, a white strobe. We also have a beacon strobe, okay, so we have the red and blue and white lights flashing. Just really it's a emergency beacon type of thing. Now this light particular has the added feature of it has IR light. So that's what the NV is about, okay? So this is the Torq NV for night vision. So we have an IR light, also different brightness settings. We have a momentary on, we have a constant on, and we have a beacon strobe. So the beacon strobe really is very useful as a team. Everybody's on NVGs, something like that. You can have that beacon on. Everybody on your team with NVGs will know where every other person is. They can actually see that light. It's not visible to the eye, but everybody who has NVGs can see that as well. I'm going to put some video up here so you guys can see that. It is through an NVG lens. I know it's not the most clear, but it's what I could do as far as to get some good video of that IR light working. Definitely check it out. It's pretty cool if you ask me. As far as dislikes go, really, I'll tell you, I know it's stupid, but I have a petty complaint, and that is the silver sticker on the back end here, okay? This silvery foil sticker on the back, it's directions, how to use all the different IR modes, how to go through all that stuff. I'm trying to be tactical here, and you give me a bright silver sticker on there. I don't know. I don't think that was the wisest choice because I'm going to have this light during the daytime with me, and now I have a reflective surface that I have to worry about. Now I could throw some tape over there, something like that. It's not an issue, okay? I just wish that it didn't have it. I wish I didn't have to try to figure out how to peel that off of there or put a piece of tape over it or something like that. I know, it's a petty complaint, it's stupid. But there's a lot more I like about it, okay? In fact, I absolutely love the fact that this takes double A's. I think that is amazing. That is awesome. I think all the different settings, I was worried about it. There's a lot of different settings, a lot of different modes you can go through, and I thought it was going to be, how are you going to remember all those things? But really, most of it's pretty intuitive. It's pretty easy to remember. It's buttons and combinations of buttons, and it's just remembering what does what. It has a lockout feature, so you can actually push the 2 buttons on top, and you will lock out that white light. So if you're using it at night, you don't have to worry about accidentally, giving away your location with white light. If you are in the IR mode, to where the IR lights are working, you are locked out. You have to enter that actually through the lockout mode anyway, so you don't have to worry about accidentally turning on white light or even the colored lights and giving away your location. Pretty cool if you ask me. I think that's pretty awesome. So again, check it out. This is the Torq NV from First Light USA. As always, I will put a link right down below in the description so you guys can check that out. And it is always appreciated when you like and share the videos, so if you enjoyed this video, be sure to share it. And if you are not a subscriber and you want to see more videos like this, more Gear Freak, find that subscribe button right down below, put your crosshairs on it, pull the trigger on your mouse, and then come back next Thursday for another Gear Freak. And remember, your mind, that is your most important weapon, and it's vital to be armed with information. Until next time, take care and be safe. Charlie Bravo, out.